Real learning happens outside the classroom. So interrupt your school to get education outside the world. So with the slogan of Think Big, I, Himanshu Kaushik, your host of the day, would like to welcome you all in today's webinar on learning beyond classroom. And I hope that you all are safe, sound, happy, and healthy at wherever you're taking this webinar from. So before we move on and learn a lot more about the entrepreneur skills through our session today, we have our expert here with us. So I shall introduce you to our expert. We have Dr. Kanishk Jha sir, an associate professor and assistant dean, Department of Entrepreneurship, lovely professional university here with us. He is a magnetic personality with over 7 years of experience in this field and has been working for the welfare of students and helps them in setting up their innovative startup. He has more than 10 years of teaching experience in working as project engineer in different corporations. His expertise is in CAD, rapid prototyping, and research as well. He has been awarded with several awards like Platinum Award in Mentor category and many others. So, sir, it is a very much pleasure for us, for all the attendees, of course, to be here, to be able to listen you in the webinar. And sir, before I'd like to ask you to proceed with the webinar, I'd like to inform to all attendees that now you can post in your queries and question in the chat box and Q&A box, and we will be allowing all the attendees with their questions, if they have any, to talk to our expert directly and resolve your queries. So, sir, I'd like to request you to please take over, and over to you, sir.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Himani. I'd just like to confirm, am I audible enough for my participants and my
Yes, sir, you're
crowd?
audible.
Thank you. Thank you. So it's a very lovely and wonderful introduction by Himani ma'am. Thank you for that once again. So whenever anyone introduce my, credentials among the students or anywhere, one of the things they mentioned that I got the Platinum Award in the mentor category. So this particular category and whatever the award is, it's always because of you guys only, these students. The students made me to achieve this particular platinum category award. This is nothing something which I done by myself alone. It's always the other side of the table. It's the student, always the students. They help me out in conceptualizing the ideas. They help me out in building in prototypes, setting up new goals and new targets of life. So whatever we're doing in this particular session, we're going to talk about the life beyond the classroom, and that is none other than at LPU. So whenever we talk about the learning beyond the classroom or the life beyond the classroom, it's basically a process. It's not something, an activity with what we do. It's the entire process to, transform or terra transform, meta transform your personality for acquiring knowledge, skills outside the traditional educational settings. And whenever I mention the traditional educational settings, it's like your classrooms. You're spending 9 to 5 your entire day in a classroom and learning so many technical skills. But what after that? Your life is not end after that, because you have a lot to learn, lot to inculcate when you are off the classes. So that is something we're going to talk about, your learnings, your life beyond the classrooms, because it involves exploring and learning from various real world experiences, resources, and the opportunities which are there in the campus wherever you're going to join. And when you join the lovely professional university, you're going to cater or inculcate many verticals which comes under the learning beyond the classroom. It could be cultural, it could be sports, it could be entrepreneurship, it could be anything. So if I like to define the learning beyond the classrooms in few words, the very first would be the self-direct learning. You should take the initiative to pursue your interest, your passion outside the classroom studies. Utilize online resources, books, library, documentaries. You go to the places where cultural showcasing are going on, sports are going on. Try develop some interpersonal skills to participate in all those things. Second would be all the online skill development programs are there. self-enhancement programs are there, whether through literary, whether through dance, hobby classes are there. You should, have the zeal to participate on all those things. Virtual learning through communities, physical, building a community inside the campus, building an organization inside the campus to enhance your interpersonal skills, to enhance your social media knowledge, to enhance your, engagement. There are a lot of things you can participate with. Educational podcasts are also nowadays a Gen Z kind of a thing to do. Explore podcast, YouTube channels within our YTV networks that covers educational topics. Many content creators produce high quality, educational videos, lectures. So all those things which are I'm mentioning right now, you can do once you're out of your classrooms, right? So today, as you can see in your very front screen, we're gonna talk about the life beyond the classrooms at LPU. So till now, I was discussing a generalized form of life beyond the classroom. Let's move into the life beyond the classroom at LPO. So we here at Student Welfare Wing. So whenever say student welfare, it's gonna inculcate many verticals, and under those verticals we have division of art and culture, division of sports, division of youth affairs, and division of innovation and entrepreneurship. So if you are interested in art, culture, sports, youth affairs, we're going to talk about different organizations which the student built by themselves. We're going to discuss and look into these things later in the slides, right? So once we started with division of art and culture, there are a lot of opportunities you can grab and enhance your personal skills in the area of, let's say, music, dance, fine arts, literary, theatre, and many things. Okay. So there are a lot of options available for you to inculcate all those things. So whenever we talk about art and culture, so once you have an interest to learn music, right, you can come to Student Welfare Wing and enroll yourself in various musical societies, which are giving skills of music. There are various domains of music, and we have very talented faculties available for you to teach various forms of music in the music society, and as same as go for the dance society also. If you want to learn various dance forms of India, whether it's Bhangra, Kathak, and all the other things, you can come to us. You can join those societies once you're done with your classes and you're a little bit fresh. You can come here, you can join these dance societies and enhance your personal skills. When we have fine art society, literary society, and as you know that the last one's a theater society, right? That's what we do under the division of art and culture. And then let's move to division of art and culture. There is another two parts of it, which goes by student entertainment and event management. So within the lovely professional university, there are a lot of big events going on where we are hosting Bollywood stars, politicians, sports personalities, all they are coming to the university to, share some motivational skills or promote their upcoming events, whatever the things are happening. We are hosting all those big events inside the university. So if you want to be a part of the management team who are managing all those skills, all those events, you can join the student entertainment and event management. And in case you want to be a blogger, you want to write, you want to build your YouTube channel, you want to write your blog spots, the right places for you people to join is the Uni Communication Network. We also call it as YTV. All the students who are inclined towards photography, they join here. Who are inclined towards digital form of designing, they join here and enhance their skills. There are a lot of things going on within the university. We have our own social media handling pages where these students only participate and maintain these pages by graphic designing, by creating video content, by photography. A lot of things are done by students only, mentored by us, right? So you can anytime come and join this particular things. Then let's move to a very important part of student welfare. We call it as division of sports. You can see the screen. Just take a name of a sport and it's there. Fishing, surfing, gymnast, football, skiing, baseball, shooting, tennis, racing, auto racing, rugby, wrestling. Few of the sports which you might not have even heard of. Kayaking, canoeing, right? I haven't heard of when I was studying at your ages, but now I do understand them. So we have more than 50 to 60 plus sports facility, associated with us, and more than 20-25 facilities are in the campus and few of them out the campus because kayaking and canoeing are the part of a river rafting kind of a thing. But still, we have very much facilities available in the campus. You can any point of time join those facility in the division of sports. Then move on to the division of youth affairs. Youth affairs consist of student organizations, national service scheme, national cadet corps, department of youth capital, and one of the very important thing is educational tie-ups. So if you want to build your interpersonal skills, right, you want to build an organization who wants to work for the society, you can build your organization with the various students, be the CEO of the organization and do some good for the society. If you are an aerospace engineer and you want to build a organization who are towards designing aircrafts and teaching those knowledge to other students, you can build an organization. Likewise, you can take all those topics whatever you want and you can build your organization and enhance your interpersonal skills. And if you want to join NSS, we have more than 1,000 to 2,000 plus NSS cadets, and we have a good amount of NCC cadets available in the campus. You can join NCC, take those certificates, and and later on you'll be benefited while joining the defense services. And then we have a department of youth capital and educational tie-ups, right? If you want to learn some skills which are not a part of your curriculum, right, but still you want to learn them, we have various skill courses available in the campus run by the third parties, so you can join them even in your evening hours and you can enhance your skills. Okay, then move on to the division of innovation and entrepreneurship. Yes, we have a very dedicated innovation and entrepreneurship division where if you are an innovator, if you want to be an entrepreneur, you want to be a startup, you want to do some good to the society and some problem solving techniques towards the sustainable development goals, you can come to us, share your project idea, we'll help you out, we'll mentor you, we will provide the facilities regarding physical facilities or technical facilities, IT facilities, funding supports, government grants, whatever is there, we can help you out with, right? Just you have to have an idea which is addressing some sort of a problem, right? It's very important. Most of the time what's happening is, say we build something and then we try to find out where we can use it. So it's not supposed to be like that. You have to have a problem statement available with you. Then you are looking for a solution out of it. And as a part of a solution, you build some product, you build some service, whatever is required for that. So some sort of innovation and technical input must be there, right? Because this is an era of IT and technology. And once you have that product, what you can do a technology transfer, you can sell that particular project or prototype to an industry and take the royalty or one-time thing. Otherwise, you have that product with you, you can build your own startup and sell those products to the customers. Once you understand your customer segmentation, what are the target customer you have, right? Apart from these, we offer entrepreneurship courses to the students to have the feel, to understand what are the terminologies and the concepts which are used in the field of business and startup in the real world, right? Apart from all these things which are am I talking about right now, the one of the USP of our division is to run this program called Earn While You Learn, also known as Student Finance Assistance Cell. What we do in this, we offer you a part-time job opportunity, those who are in need, apart from their curriculum. If they have few hours available for them to work, they can join few of the jobs available at the campus. They can take them from the internal or external parties and they can earn the money as an experience also, right? Then we have skill development and student relation and relationship and project cell, research and project cell basically. I beg your pardon, where you go take your project and build your prototype or your project to solve some innovative problem. So this is something I always say. We don't all have equal opportunity. Yeah, you do believe that. Like we don't have all equal fingers, exactly the way we don't get equal opportunities amongst. So, but we all have an opportunity to be better than what we are currently are. So, taking part in all these activities, believe me, whether you can join art and culture, youth affairs, sports, entertainment, entrepreneurship, innovation, you are becoming a better what you are in a previous time, right? So it's always an opportunity available for you to become better than before. I hope everyone understand this. Okay, so let's move on to some achievements and some big things what we do under various divisions when it comes to cultural affairs. If you want to expose yourself toward the cultures in the diversity of India, right? The best way is to join the cultural affairs team. And one of the big events of LPU is the One World event where the student represents the various countries from where they are. In LPU, we have students from more than 50 plus countries. So every country students, dress in their own country traditional dresses and represent their country by making, you know, demo projects. So this is a very big event, One World, hosted by us once a year. When it comes to sports, if you want to bring glory to yourself, to your parents, to your family, to us, you can take a part in and train yourself in various sports available in the campus and participate in national and international events and bring some gold, silver, bronze medals, which bring, as I said, glory to yourself, right? Community service, as I told you, you can be a part of NSS, you can build your own organization to serve the society and nation. Many organizations are running in the campus where students, once they finish their classes, go to the villages, help them out, distribute clothes, distribute, necessity foods and beverages in their distress. So a lot of things are happening. Once you have the zeal to serve the society, you can come and join us, right? Student organization, as I already mentioned, in case you want to develop leadership skills, being creative and independent thinker, can build your own organization or you can join an existing organizations which are still working with us. So we have more than 300 plus organizations working in the campus. Student research and project cell, if you have a logical brain working perfectly to solve out some social issues, some problems which are there in the daily routine of a common man, you can solve them, build your prototype, do some transdisciplinary research, co-founded some idea with, if you are from computer science, co-founded some idea with a pharmacy student, co-founded some idea with a mechanical student, build a team and solve a problem, build a prototype, build a project. All together, you can do it with the help of the student research and project cell, where you can get all the tools available, whether it's a 3D prototyping, lathe machine, infrastructure, everything is there with the student research and project cell, and the mentors are there to help you out in every way possible. Entrepreneurship. So it's one of the, core department in the university. We have, incubated till now more than 170 startups, and more than 40 startups are still running inside or outside the campus. So we provide mentorship, we provide infrastructural facility, IT facility, funding support, grant support, right? Once you have the zeal to build your own startup and serve the nation, you can always come to us and we'll help you out in building the same. So once, as I mentioned that, apart from the classroom and the syllabus allotted to you, if you want to attain some extra skills, which are not part of the curriculum, but are very much necessary for you to cruise in your career graph, You can always join those skill-oriented programs in the, in the campus, whether it's a competitive exams coaching or some, specific skill. Department of Youth Capital, the one of the big event which we do annually with the Youth Capital Department is the Youth Vibe, the tech fest of LPU by the name of Youth Vibe. We call it as LPU's Global Open Fest. Yes. To answer it in a one word, yes, we do provide funding opportunity for these students, starting from very scratch of an idea. We'll provide you a small sort of money to, build your prototype. And once you succeed in that, then big funds are also available for you. If you have that particular zeal and if you are, making the timelines work on a particular timeline basis, if you're doing that, yes, funds are available for you. And how we decide to provide a amount of fund to different startups, it's upon their, if you are building a service startup, you only be needing few IT stuff, right? So you give me your list that, so these are the things which what we needed, and we check the feasibility, and accordingly we'll go for the funding support to you. A maximum cap is fixed. Up to this we can provide to every startup, but it's not like an X amount is provided to every startup. It's always how much they have really needed. So funding coming to a startup doesn't mean you have to buy a good laptop, good high-tech watch, and a summer vacation to hilly areas. No, it's not always that. Once a fund is allocated to you, you completely have to invest on the startup, and all those feasibility check is being done by your mentors. So accordingly, we release the funds and we help you out in getting various grants. So the difference between grant and a fund is something you might have to return back after some span of time. Grant is something which is provided by government bodies, right? And which you're not supposed to return back, and they are not in the big amounts, right? So always try to help your startup by bootstrapping, putting your own money. Second option always should be grants. If you really think your idea is innovative enough to serve the society, go for the grants. There are a lot of grants available in the government portals. We'll help you out in fetching all those grants. Then come to the funding. Right, Mohit?
Sir, thank you. And sir, with this, we are having our last question. And it is a little tricky question. It says, is there any difference between a businessman or an entrepreneur?
It's a really tricky question, right? So when we talk about an entrepreneur and we talk about a businessman, let me give you an example how to do it. A small journal merchant shop in your local area is a businessman. And if we talk about a person who's running a business like Lenskart as an entrepreneur, it's the same difference what we have between startup and a business. So what is a business and what is a startup? Is every startup is a business, or is every business is a startup? So I'll tell you the proper definition of a startup in Indian perspective, right? Because we are in India and running our businesses in India. We have defined these startups with few verticals. Startup have to have some technical input inside it. There has to have some technical input. Second, the startup must have some innovation associated with the problem solving methodology, right? Third, your startup have to have registered under DPIIT, Ministry of Corporate Affairs, and with DPIIT, Department of Industry and Trade. If your startup fulfill these three categories and it is not more older than 10 years, then yes, they are called under the category of startup and you are eligible for many grants for startups.
Okay. Sir, thank you. And sir, we have another question from Sobi, and it says, sir, how can we manage risks in sector of entrepreneurship? How can we manage the risk in sector of entrepreneurship?
How can we manage risk?
Yeah.
Right. So tell me, once you are about to go for an examination, how you manage risk not to fail the examination? You study well, right? You have to study well. And when you decided you have an idea and the sector in which you supposed to build your startup, you have to understand each and every part of it. The very first thing you should understand your customer. And it's very important. You know, people build some innovative product and then they try to find out where to sell it. It's not supposed to be like this. First, you go to find a problem, the need of the market. Try to understand the first, thing from which you start. It should be the need. It's not what you like. Sir, I like this particular thing and I want to sell this. No, it's not supposed to be like this. MBA chai wala never drink a chai, but he's selling chai, right? So that's what's supposed to be. You have to understand the need of the market. Once you have the need, now try to build a solution around it. Once you have the solution, then you should understand building a prototype or a product and understanding who can buy this. If you do not understand whether the person standing in front of me, whether he or she buy my product or not, then you're not doing the right thing. You have to have the idea, who is my customer? According to age, according to location, according to weather or whatever. See, you cannot sell a leather jacket in southern area in summers, southern part of India, right? If you're building a startup of manufacturing leather jackets, you understand who should buy it. A 5-year-old kid, it's not going to buy it, right? So you have to have the idea, who's my real customer. So this is one thing, real customer, or we call it as a customer segmentation. Then the most important thing, you should understand how your competitors are working in your area. Giving you a very, good example when we talk about competitors, 6 to 7 years down the line, we were using headphones of Sennheiser.
Okay, I think there is some internet issue, students and participants. I think sir is stuck somewhere and yeah. So you're audible, sir.
Right. It's okay?
Yeah.
So down the line, 6 to 7 years, we were using all those headphones. Now what happened? Boat comes in and everyone is out of the market. Whether it's Sennheiser, Skullcandy, Sony, everyone is
Okay.
right?
No
I'm
issue.
talking about Aman Gupta. So these few things are very important, which makes you stand out to be a successful entrepreneur and not failing in the very first step.
Definitely, sir. I do agree with you. And sir, thank you so much for resolving the query. And sir, we have another
Yes,
query from Amartya again. And it is, if I can read this query as, can we predict a profit or a loss for an entrepreneur? And if we can, then how can we manage that? Okay.
Entrepreneurship, right? You cannot predict, so no one have predicted, COVID-19.
Yeah.
Let's take examples of few industries like food industry and travel industry. which were flourishing, and never ever anyone have thought that a food industry or a good restaurant can shut down. No one ever even thought of. So something came, and those industries predictions, but yes, you have to see the trends going on. You have to manage those trends, understand those trends, and uh, predict a little near future for your startup. And but it's all depend upon in what sector you are going towards the startup.
Sir, again, we have having a question from Sobi, and it reads like, does that mean that experience plays a huge role in the sector of entrepreneurship? I think there is some internet issue that is from our end attendees. Sir, am I audible?
Yes, you are audible, but your screen is a little jammed up. Please go ahead.
Okay. So this question is from Sobi, and it says that, does that mean experience plays a huge role in the sector of entrepreneurship?
Right. So yes, experience and electronic gadgets. He works with Herman and Carmen industry. He understood the process of developing speakers, of developing earphones, and how the entire market works. So it's very important. Very yes, you have to have the understanding of the market. If you call that as an experience, yes, experience do make a very important yes, you have to understand it completely. You have to understand all in and outs of the system.
Sir, thank you so much. That was our last query of the session. And I'd like to ask any other attendee, if you have any other query regarding the webinar today, you can just post in the Q&A box. And sir, I'd like to thank you again for resolving the queries, for crediting your time in here, for providing your knowledge, your experience to the attendees. And I hope that they've also enjoyed the session like I have.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Okay. So sir, I'd like to take up some admission queries now, because we were having a lot of admission queries. So with your
So I hope I can leave now.
Yeah, no issues, sir.
Thank you so much, guys. It's nice talking to you.
Sir, pleasure is ours. Thank you so much for sir joining in.
Have a wonderful day, all of you.
So to all the students who were having a lot of queries as to where you need to go, how you can take admission, and what you need to do to take admission in Lovely Professional University. So I will be just sharing my screen in here just in a moment. Okay, I hope that my screen is visible to everyone. And if yes, you can just write it in the chat box or Q&A box so that I can know my screen is visible. Okay, now I believe, yeah, it is visible. Okay, now I can see, just in a moment, chat box. Yes, okay. So here, this site is lpu.in, is one shot resolution for all your queries as to which course provides what placement, what technical issues, that what topics you will be learning, that particular course you will be knowing in that particular site. So now you simply go to lpu.in, and once you go to this lpu.in, this is the interface that you will be seeing, and you can see that this is something that we call highlights of the Now, I'll be moving on admissions in here, since we're catering admission queries, right? So we just click on admissions, and here you can see a whole lot of segregated programs. You simply click on the admission, and there are regular programs after 12th, after graduation, after postgrad, doctoral, after diploma, 10th, etc. So we will be taking up, let's say, a simple query. Let's say you're a student who has done your 12th grade and wants to take an admission in a particular course, and after 12th, that is an undergraduate course, right? So simply go to the undergraduate program and go to this regular program. You simply click on the regular programs, and once you click on these regular programs, there will be a whole lot of disciplines, as you can see in here, visible to all the students and visible on the screen itself, I believe. Right now, let's say we have all the disciplines. You name any of the discipline, and all the discipline is present on the site now. Let's say we're taking an example of, you can tell me what example should I take, so that I would take that particular example to show you how you can find a course and how you can find the details about a particular course. So anyone who can write in the chat box so that I can know which stream you want to check, or which course you want to check. Microbiology. Okay, so I'll be taking the microbiology. Here, simply click on this microbiology. And once you click on this microbiology, you see that all the courses that are offered under that particular discipline. You see, once I clicked on microbiology, we have BSc Honors Microbiology in here. And once I clicked on BSc Microbiology, this is something that you will be needing to know more about the course. Now, these are the options that I will be telling you in brief. Okay, so first is program detail, and this is very important because it tells you the eligibility, whether you are eligible for a particular course or not. So this is how you can find the eligibility. It says that you should have at least 60% aggregate in your 10+2, and English, physics, chemistry, biology, maths, or biotechnology should have been your subject in your 12th grade so that you can qualify. Now with this, you need to either have LPU NEST qualified or CUET qualified, right? So you simply check this. Now I'll just in a moment I'll be telling you how you can apply for this LPU NEST test, right? Okay, now there are other categories as well, like other options as well. You need to just explore whether you get certain relaxation or not on your eligibility. Okay, moving now, I will be going to highlight option, and highlight actually gives you the placement, research, what all students have achieved, and rankings of that particular course, right? So you just click on this highlight option and you can know what all rankings, what all achievements, what all placement that our students do get in that particular course. Now it's talking about very much important part, and that is the fee structure. Simply click on this fee structure and you will be seeing a program fee that is 80,000 per semester. But again, this is not something that our students do pay usually. Why? Because they get a lot of scholarships. And on what basis? These are the bases: LP NEST or the 12th aggregate marks. So basically we have three categories, and based on them we have all the scholarships mentioned in a 48%, 45%, and 40%. And on that, your fee can be reduced to 41,600 per semester, but you need to fall in the category 1 for that. And if you fall in category 2 and 3, you will be getting the amount of the scholarship that are mentioned in here respectively. Now, how can you know that what LP NEST score is good and what LP NEST score would give you category 1, 2, or 3? So simply click on this blue category. This is a hyperlink, right? So you just click on this category 1 cutoff, and this is where you can know what all marks you need to have in your test so that you can avail the percent scholarship. Now, if your exam is going to be a 400 marks, and you should have at least 330 or above, to be able to get this category 1 cutoff. And same for 2 and 3, you can just check in here and you can get the scholarship. Right now, let's say you were not able to get scholarship based on the other mentioned criteria there. We have other scholarships as well. We have scholarships based on NEET. We have scholarships based on entrepreneurship that we've just had a talk about, and sports, cultural, RD, and that is research and development, right? And the topper, if you have been a topper, so you're welcome in here, and we will be providing the scholarship. We also do provide some financial aid as well. You need to just check in which category you fall in and apply for that particular scholarship. Now is very much important thing is important date. Last date is 31st May, students. I'd like you to kindly start applying for the course or the test so that you can get your favorite course, and after that you might not able to get favorite course. Now, how you can apply is simply click on your apply now option, enter name, some bare minimum requirements, and after that you submit and you'll be given your dashboard. And once you'll be given your dashboard, then you can simply apply for the test or the admission process, that is your course. Now, I hope that I've given you a basic idea as to what you need to do, how you need to do, and where you need to go in order to take admission. Now, let's say you have any other query that I could not address, you can just directly post in chat or Q&A box, or you can schedule a call with us. You can WhatsApp us, or you can have a live video counseling session as well. Now, last but not the least are these numbers that I will be showing you in the screen. These are the numbers that you can just check. Okay, you can call on them, and we will be taking your calls up. Our counselors here will be providing the resolution to your queries. So I hope that I've given you all the details as to how you can find a particular course, and in the same manner you can find a particular course, details about it, everything is already mentioned. And if you have other queries, then you can simply call on our the numbers that I've told, or you can WhatsApp us. You can have live video counseling session or other sessions as well, so that your queries will be resolved and you do not leave anything unresolved. Right now, okay, so we have BA program, Muskan. Okay, so Muskan, for BA program, you simply need to go to the BA course in there, and you simply can find the particular program. Now, I have sent a link in the chat box. This is the link of our site, that is webinars. We have certain other webinars that are planned. We have webinars every other day in here. You can just check and explore this site. You can click on this and you can know what all webinars that we have. And if you like anything, you can simply register for that, because it is free and you get the knowledge how much ever you want to take. Okay, we have this question. Mohit Chaudhary, business study. Amartya, business, you simply need to go to the business in their management or hotel management, whatever you want to take course in, and simply explore the site. Astronautical engineering is available. Not Mohit, for this I'd like you to kindly call on our numbers. They would be providing a better resolution, and I hope that you have got all the answers of your queries that you've posted in. So with this, I would take your leave now. I'd ask permission from all attendees to take your leave, and I would like to thank you for being here, for being so patient with us, and all the questions are really appreciated. And I'd like to thank sir also to join in and to provide his valuable assistance to all the attendees, to us also. So with this, thank you so much for joining in, and kindly explore the site. Kindly explore the link that I've given you, and after that, you can register for other webinars as well. So until next webinar, meet you soon in the next webinar, and until next webinar, stay safe and stay healthy. And thank you so much again for joining in.